Meeting underway, it's 1 o'clock. Welcome everybody. I just want to advise everyone that we have got the live webcasting on today and it will be live streamed on the web, and councillors voting today is by division only at the council meeting, so please say aye or no when your name is called. Could I ask the Deputy Mayor to please commence the meeting with a karakia?
I do actually know that. Tēnā koutou katoa. Whakataka te hau ki te uru, whakataka te hau ki te tonga, kia mā kina kina ki uta, kia mā taratara ki tai. E hi ake ana te atākura, he tio, he huka, he hauhu, tihei, mauri ora.
Tēnā koe, Deputy Mayor, thank you for opening the meeting. Councillors, does anyone here have a conflict of interest declaration? Oh, sorry, it's next. I'll skip that page. We do have one apology from Councillor Marsh. He's had an allergic reaction. He's had to go into hospital, so I hope he's okay. I've just sent him a text message. He sounds fine. He's emailing, but he is in hospital at the moment, so he's an apology. I'll accept the apology. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Pannett. Are those in favour, please say aye. To the contrary, I declare that motion carried. So there are no announcements. Conflict of interest declarations, do we have any? No. I'll confirm the minutes from the meeting on the 28th of March 2018, which have been circulated, and I'll take them as read and confirmed as an accurate record of that meeting. Seconder, Councillor Kelby Freeman. Happy to second. Thank you. All those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Against? I declare that motion carried. We'll now move to the committee report. I'll introduce the report and the Deputy Mayor will second. I'm just going to ask Councillor, Acting Chief Executive, Mr Pātena, just to talk us through the democratic process in terms of the meeting today, which we'll leave open at the end of the meeting in relation to some of the clauses, and we confirm next week. So, Kane.
Thank you, Your Worship. You would have been informed yesterday by our Chief Financial Officer that we are still going through the process of working through the audit process with our auditors. They are in the final stages of giving that clearance, but we're just simply not in a position today to receive their formal report. We understand they're going to be working over that over the course of the next 2 days, and that will come through. So out of an abundance of caution, what officers are suggesting is that we at least sort of allow the recommendations that deal with you adopting the consultation document, let that lie on the table so that we can officially get the report from the auditors, so that when you adopt the consultation document, you know that the auditing report, which must accompany the consultation document, it's a statutory requirement, that forms part of the materials before you adopt it. So it's really more of a pragmatic and a more of a conservative approach. But that's the recommendation that's come through from officers. So the way that we are proposing or recommending that Council deals with that is to move through all of the recommendations, noting that there are a number of different documents that you will be asked to agree to or adopt, up until the point when we get to the consultation document itself. What we are recommending is that you note that Audit New Zealand are in the stages of finalising their opinion, that you note that a formal adoption of the consultation document will occur once we've received the clearance from the auditing process, and then effectively allow to lie on the table until next Thursday, the formal adoption of the consultation document with any editorial changes being delegated to the Mayor and Chief Executive. So that's the democratic process in order to manage through this. As I say, what we are keen to ensure is that out of an abundance of caution, we get the official clearance from the auditors before you officially adopt the consultation document.
Thank you very much, Kane. So to clarify and summarise, we will at the end of debate take recommendations 6 through 23, and we'll adjourn the meeting to take 24 and 25 once we've got the meeting next week. Councillors, again, as I've pointed out earlier, we can't have amendments today because we're working through the audit process, so we're at that late stage. If you do have changes you wish to make, of course the document, it is draft, but we have had the opportunity to discuss this numerous times already. No doubt as through the public consultation process and as councillors firm up things in their own mind, when we have the report back and our ultimate determinations, there will be changes. So I fully expect that. And thank you for your understanding today and making sure we don't have any amendments today at this late stage. On that basis, I take the report as read. Deputy Mayor Day is happy to second. All those who wish to speak. Councillor Pannett.
Thank you. I just want to make the brief point, just so it's on the public record. For example, we haven't had the infrastructure strategy before anything, so that is slightly unfortunate in terms of process. So I think just if it can be really, really clear that we will need to, when we go up for consultation, that significant changes still could come through. And there are a couple of places where I did have something in and now it's been removed. I think the officers in one case made a unilateral decision, so I just as long, and obviously it needs to be transparent, but I just want to be clear that there are actually going to be some changes mooted, at least from my perspective. In the infrastructure space, I don't feel our strategy takes into account the risks around climate change in any way seriously enough. So I think generally, we have gone through months and months and months, just to have some stuff just come in at the last is just a little bit tricky. But anyway, I would like to thank the officers for the many hours of work that they have done. They probably didn't get much of an Easter break, and so that is appreciated.
Any other councillors wish to speak? Councillor Free.
I'd just like to say that actually I thought the consultation document itself was really clear, so I'd like to thank whoever it was that, or many people I suspect who prepared it, and that's it really.
Thank you, Councillor Free. There's no one else on the speaking list. Just in terms of right of reply, no real need except for a thanks to all the staff. I won't mention you each by name because I know that many of you contribute to it, but it is a hard and enduring process, and I want to thank you for the good work you've done to get us here. On that basis, I'll move. The recommendation will be moved and seconded. So we'll take recommendations 1 through to 23. Please just note the changes on the screens in front of you in red that have been made, some minor changes. And we'll take it by division. All those in favour, please raise your hand. And that's unanimous. Just for clarity, any against? No. Those recommendations are carried. We'll now adjourn the meeting to recommence next week. Councillors, thank you for your time.
Procedural motion.
Just in terms of, we do need a procedural motion to adjourn the meeting, which I move. Deputy Mayor Day having a second. We are adjourning to Thursday the 12th of April 2018 at the conclusion of the City Strategy Committee meeting. And again, I'm not expecting it to take an awful lot of time. Thank you, councillors.